How you guys doing today? I am Webtoon King, and today I'll be going over why I think Ace is useless as a character, which is hard for me to say because in anime, any character that has fire powers, gravity powers, any type of dark magic, and copy magic, I went to like from the jump. So that tells you guys something, because when I first met Ace in Alabasta, and I know technically we met Ace in Drum Island, but we didn't get a full introduction into Alabasta, so fuck off. Okay, let's get to the video. By the way, before I start talking dog shit on Ace fans and his character, I need to say this. This is my personal opinion, and if you like Ace, then that's your opinion, and you can choose to like him. But just know that I lose all respect for you as a human being. So let's get to the video. First thing I need to address is the hate that I Kainu gets, which is unfair as fuck. First thing I need to talk about is how people hate Akainu for no reason because he killed one of his marine and trick Squirtle, which sound like a fucking Pokemon, and maybe I fucked up his name, but whatever. He tricked Squirtle to stab Whitebeard, which led Whitebeard to die later on. First, me defending Akainu doesn't mean I approve of his action or agree with how aggressive he is about his justice, but people are like they weren't in a war, like they were in the middle of a fucking war. Nothing he did technically was wrong if you think about it. And first thing, like him killing his own man, I know people hate that a lot, but I know military people and I was in the military, and I know by law, and if you're in any type of military, if you attempt to run away from war or anything, what they call you, deserter, right? So they can't let anybody just like walk away, because guess what? As soon as one person does it, everybody's gonna start having the idea to run away during the middle of a fucking war, and you can't let that happen because then your side's gonna start losing and you lost the fucking war. So ask anybody you know in the military, they will tell you if your commanding officer catch you running away from a war, they are allowed to kill you on the spot, even now in real life. If you run away from a situation, they're allowed to kill you. And this point is even proven when Kobe tried to run away. And guess what? He saw Akainu kill him, and he didn't do it. So that's why you do it. That's why you kill someone, because you can't let people start thinking, okay, it's okay to start running away from the situation. No, fuck no. So people gotta stop acting like, oh, he killed, blah blah blah. No, that's reasonable. You do that, and I know, and I'm not okay with it, but you have to do certain stuff. You have to do, otherwise everybody's gonna be like, oh, I want to get away from this. War is a hard situation to be in. Nobody wants to be in it, but I can't just let you do whatever. Also, him tricking Squirtle, and I know I'm saying his name wrong, but I don't care. Him tricking him into stabbing Whitebeard. I never understood why he got flacked on that, because I mean shit for that, because they're in the middle of a war. Of course he's gonna try to trick people. Like, I didn't realize you have to like give up people warning, like, hey, I'm about to start doing this. You might watch out. No, it's a war. Of course I'm gonna trick people. It's Whitebeard. That's his fault for having people that are not trustworthy, that are willing to like just switch up on a second like that. That's not his fault. If I'm in the war, why are you condemning me for being smart? I'm gonna try to play angles. That's the whole point of being in the war. And I never got why people hate Akainu for that. But whatever. I guess being smart, people hate people smart, because guess what? The truth hurts. I know none of that makes sense, but whatever. Let me get to Ace. And people are like, why are you talking about Cutter? Because you can't talk about Ace without talking about the dude that killed him like a real nigga. So let me get to Ace. Now, this is the first point I want to bring up with Ace. The first thing I hate about Ace is, which I didn't realize this can be a bad thing, but him being too prideful. And I know people are going to be like, how being prideful is a bad thing. Hold up, let Daddy explain. Because prideful itself is not a bad thing. But it depends how prideful you are and how stupid you can get just because you're being pride. You have pride. So the whole reason Ace died, right, was because he was prideful and he held Whitebeard to a high standard to the point where Akainu, a real nigga, used his head and realized that Ace was a dumbass and did the smart thing and started attacking Ace, Daddy, aka Whitebeard. And for some reason, he got hate for that because he was being smart and there's a fucking war and he's fighting against pirates. I don't get why people were mad about that. But whatever, that's not the point. So I kind of started attacking Whitebeard like a real one. He was like, hey, yo, Whitebeard ain't shit. He was never shit. He would never be shit. He's a pussy. And he basically was like, your father, your real father, he might be a deadbeat, but your real father was the king of pirates. He did this, he did that. Whitebeard never did that. Instead of Ace being like, you know what? Fuck everything he's saying. Even though I don't agree with what I kind of was saying, fuck him. Because everybody came here sacrificing their life, trying to protect me. My dad just died like 2 seconds ago. Could Blackbeard end up taking his quirk? Not quirk. I'm talking about my hero now. No. Blackbeard ended up taking his power away from him because of me. A couple people end up dying because of me. So let me say fuck this and run away like everybody's telling me to. Now, guess what? That pride thing hits. That's what I mean by being prideful can be good, but not to a point. Because if you're too prideful, you start, like, prideful can be a detriment to you because this situation, he should have just ran away. And I know people are like, no, he protected Whitebeard. Honor, what did he do, really? He didn't do anything. Like, what was the point? Was he going to sit there and talk to him and try to convince him about Whitebeard is great? So, he's a pirate. I mean, he's a Navy officer. He doesn't give a fuck about Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a pirate to him. So, Ace sure ran away. But he didn't do that. He basically said, fuck everybody that's died on my behalf and put his own little brother in danger because he didn't want to run away like everybody told him to. So he basically told everybody, fuck off. I don't care that you die. You're not important. And that's why I don't fuck with Ace. And I can't really, like, I can't mess with his character because he's a perfect example of being too prideful and not doing shit. Just like Sakura. I know. But it's easy to put Sakura on anything. Like, if I'm making a video about how trash a character is, her name just naturally fall into place. So I'm sorry, but I have to bring up Sakura. Sakura is prideful. She always like, I'm the strongest, I can get shit done. But you ever notice that they never, like, Sakura and Ace, both of them never complete anything they were set out to do. Sakura couldn't kill Sasuke. She knocked out all her teammates for some reason to go kill Sasuke and still didn't do it. And that's the same thing with Ace. He tried to go capture Blackbeard, even though Whitebeard told him not to. And he didn't do it. Not only that, he didn't capture Blackbeard, he got captured. And he basically gave Blackbeard, he was like, hey, Blackbeard, here's your promotion you always wanted. And got Blackbeard to be one of the 7 warlords. In turn, Blackbeard was able to break into prison and get the rest of his crew. That's what Ace did. He basically made Blackbeard into a Yonko. So, yeah, Ace is a badass character in theory, but he didn't do it. Like, he didn't complete anything. It's good to be a badass, but if you don't complete your mission, you look soft. Like, look at Zoro. Zoro's a perfect character, how to be a badass. because he actually, when he say he's gonna do something, he's gonna do something. Just like Luffy, when he said I'm gonna beat someone, he's gonna beat someone. That's how you do it. Like, and and to be honest, Ace is way. I think his power level, power, how people rate him in the power system or whatever, is way too high, because like Sabo is supposed to be quote unquote weaker than him, because when they were kids, it was shown that Ace was close to Sabo but was stronger. But Sabo got his powers for like 2 seconds and was able to do a fire fist. He had more control of it, even though he just got the powers. So when people are like power scaling, I don't see it. Like, to me, Ace is not that strong. And I know that the story, they couldn't go into hockey too much, but still, like, they could have mentioned it afterwards that he had armor or hockey or anything. Like, they didn't say anything, so the only thing to say he had was King Hockey. But that's my point about Ace. He doesn't complete anything. In theory, he should be a strong character, but I don't see it. I'm just being told. It's like someone tells you, I got money, I do all this, but they never show you evidence. And that's how I feel about Ace and Sakura. And I need to leave Sakura alone. So that's my video on Ace and him being useless. So let's summary. He got Whitebeard killed. He gave Blackbeard a promotion. And he didn't complete anything he ever set out to do in the whole story. And I hope you guys have a fun day. Subscribe, like, and share. And before you guys leave, I want you to know this. He made Blackbeard a Yonko.